We Are Arcade.com presents the Anime UK podcast with the SSRS.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りいたします。
You're listening to the Anime UK show presented by Alex, Aisha, Oren and Harriet.
Featuring news, reviews and discussions from the world of anime, manga, gaming and otaku culture.
Anime UK is brought to you by wearearcade.com. You can find us there every Friday.
You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Anime UK Show, as well as subscribing to us on iTunes and YouTube. Don't forget to rate, comment and keep sending us your lovely questions. And we're the Anime UK Show, and this week, episode 27, we're already looking at the autumn fall anime. And to start us off, we're going to look at Super Session Brothers. So it's hard for me to describe. Why I throw this one at Alex?
Yay! Oh. No, it's a short series, isn't it? Of it's brother and a sister, two sets. So you have two who are really obsessed with beauty, and the other two are just really laid back, I think it was. And they're actually friends with each other. And yeah, that's it. It's just them hanging out with each other for the entire, really little short series things. So yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror. They literally look the same, just different hair colour.
Yeah, it's just, I was expecting them to, hook up with the opposite side. It's let's put the blonde girl with the dark-haired guy and the dark-haired girl with the light blonde guy.
Well, let's face it, the in-your-face is blatantly going to be the submissive guy. It just makes sense. I don't know, submissive girl, I don't think she's the loud guy's type, so I don't know if that will work out, but there's something, it's literally, it's strange.
I don't think they're gonna date because the girls, they're in college and those boys are in high school, so that'd be a bit weird. Because they're 16 and those girls are 19, 20. So I don't think they're gonna date at all. I liked that,
Well, the girls are older.
Yeah, they're in college.
The older sisters, it said at the beginning.
Yeah. I thought only one of them was older.
No, they're both older.
The girls are the oldest and the boys are the youngest.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that one.
But yeah, I really liked that show. I like the characters, the girl, they back brother and sister. They're like, oh yeah, what are you doing? It's like, oh yeah, I'm practicing in case I meet a ghost, and I'm practicing. And they kind of go pee pepper poopa. Just get something wrong, words together. It's like, oh, I'm just practicing in case I see an alien, and it is really weird. Which I liked, and then I liked that they hang out with the very pretty, very shallow two characters.
Yeah, they're very narcissistic, aren't they? They're kind of they love themselves a bit too much.
Yeah. They're they were both complaining about why isn't there anyone as pretty as them at their school.
And they'll never she'll never find a boyfriend because they're just not good looking enough for her. Yeah.
And the brother was exactly the same for a girlfriend. It was cute, and I liked the bit where it's he was just you're an otaku, and she's like, no, I'm not, and she just went on to that big rampage.
Oh, that freak out was so funny.
Yeah. About, it's not my fault that I like this, and I go here, and then she just goes faster and faster about her, big crush on, everything.
And then she goes Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not an otaku, but she's it was great.
Yeah, she just had a rant. Oh my god. I swear, that half the anime, it was so short, but it's purely because they just kept talking over each other. Yeah. Non-stop.
I saw the bit where she's saying, oh yeah, but when they look at me, they're not gonna see an otaku, they're just gonna see a pretty girl, right? A pretty girl, right? Right? Just zooming into her face and sparkles. It was great. I want to watch more of that show.
Oh, I need to add in there, when you said sparkles, the animation was really, really pretty.
Yes. Especially the hair.
Yeah, the hair, the gradients and that was really nice.
I like the siblings with the purple hair, because the way it shimmered, it was, you could see purple, blue and the outline. Yeah. Even their eyes were pretty as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of detail went into each outfit. So when there were different scenes, different parts of the day, or even when they were thinking, they all had different outfits. I really liked that as well. There was attention to detail. And especially because they made the girls so similar. They literally had the same hair, but one girl had a plait and the other girl had a headband. So it was literally the same thing, but slight differences.
Yeah.
That's great. I love it.
Cool. Short and sweet, and we all approve. The next one was Diabolic Lovers, one that I was looking forward to from the fall list. And it was a lot different than what we expected. You basically follow a girl called Komori Yui, and she's, I don't know, a really plucky girl. She turns up at this random house where she's supposed to be living. I'm assuming it's similar to Brothers Conflict, where her dad has possibly married another woman, or I could be wrong.
No, don't think she has any parents, does she?
No, her dad's a priest or something.
Yeah, she has a dad. Her dad sent her to the place, to this building. It's like, oh yeah, my dad sent me here.
Yeah, but why?
This is the mystery.
The mystery. It's like, do you remember? And then, what is it? Yeah.
At the end of the episode, you find out he's not her actual dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, you basically, because I can talk about this one, because this one pissed me off beyond belief.
Why? Why?
No, let's lay it down. What happened? So yeah, she ends up at this house.
Let's lay down some beats.
No, they did literally sexually abuse her, so
Yeah.
she's not in there.
To be fair, yeah.
Okay, yeah, she meets up with red-headed brother. I'm not even call them by their names. I'll just call them by the colour of their hair.
Call him, he's your favourite type of guy. He's
The worst person.
delinquent.
No, he's not, because just because you're a delinquent doesn't mean you're gonna sexually harass people. And he's very, like, self-righteous as well. He's like, oh, yours truly? It's like, that's not delinquent speech right there. No. But, yeah, so
Excuse me.
straight up, she's like, hey, are you okay? And then she feels him, he's ice cold. She's like, oh no, he's dead, because he doesn't have a heartbeat. Tries to call up the ambulance, and then he wakes up, he's like, grr, you're so noisy. She's like, I thought you were dead. And she's like, oh, genuinely worried. And then he's like, oh, human. And then pins her down to the sofa and starts licking her. And it's like, this is not the anime I want.
On the neck.
Yeah. And then, Glass's character came along.
The second
He
eldest.
seems to
That's
be
what
the
he
only
did.
one not abusing her. Yeah.
Yeah. He sees all business. He's like, hey, don't do that. Do that in your room. Whatever.
Oh, he's so
It all
sad.
leads up to them going into the living room. Glass's brother's like, why are you here? She's like, I was sent here by my dad. And then, annoying redhead guy's like, blah, 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 I'm gonna lick you again. She's like, please stop. And then blonde-haired brother came along at some point. He likes music. There's another red-headed guy. He has a hat on. He calls her little bitch.
Yeah, bitch coon.
Like, bitch all the time, or Miss Bitch, and then you got your creepy purple-haired boy who looks like he's 12, and he has like a stuffed teddy bear, but he's like the same age as her. And they all start like licking her, and then his hair's pink-haired angry brother. He's more the delinquent type. The red-headed guy's like, the other anime with the idol brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's like.
Oh, Futakun. Yep.
Yeah. But, yeah, they all start licking her and harassing her. Not all of them, like, 2 or 3 of them don't. And then she's like, shit, I'm gonna run. And then she cuts a knee, and then she's bleeding, she takes out a cross. They're all like, ha ha ha, crosses. You think that shit's gonna work on us? And then she's like running stupidly, trying to get out of the building, and obviously they can move super fast. Okay. And they're all just like, haha, you're trying to run away. She ends up in some room which was all padlocked, and then the locks break before she gets there. It's really weird. She gets into the room. There's some purple-haired woman standing outside the window. She's like, ow, my heart. Backs up into the bookshelf. Books just fall on the floor somehow out of, like, their stationary position. And she's like, oh, shit, this is my dad's diary. And then she picks up the diary. It's like, oh, this looks a picture of me as a baby. And then she finds out that her dad, like, adopted her. And she's like, what the shit? And all of a
No
sudden,
swearing,
the
by
other
the way,
bad...
apart from the bitch bit. Carry on.
Yeah, there's no story. No, this is what I would have been like if I was in it. What the? And she looks around. All the vampire brothers are in there, and then they go to bite her and lick her and all this nonsense. And blonde hair brother like drops a painting, which makes them all stop for a second. And she's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh, he's come to help her out." And he's like, "Oh no, sorry, I accidentally knocked that over." And then it ends with the episode of the red-headed asshole like strangling her. If she's strangling her, well, not
Using a power, I assumed.
Yeah, and then like puts a hand over her face or something.
knocks her
She's
out,
like,
yeah.
you're like, yeah, but you don't know that because the episode just ends there, and you're like, Jesus, what is?
I have watched the second episode.
You need to watch episode 2 if it gets
I
worse.
did.
It gets worse,
did.
believe me. There is more licking, there is more biting. There's even a bit of not Stockholm syndrome. That was swimming pool, yes.
Yeah,
That was
it's
funny.
like,
Yeah, the
It's like-
swimming pool I didn't get at all. Oh god, yeah.
can I talk about episode 2? I will give you a shorthand version of episode 2.
There we go.
So now, episode 2. They've taken, like, they're like, oh, guess what? You've got to adapt to what? She wakes up in a bed, sorry. She's dressed in some light clothes. She's like, how did I get dressed up in these? Hat brother turns up. He's all like, hey, bitch. What's up? I want to eat you. And she's like, please don't. And then some other redheaded dude comes along. He's like, no, this one,
Mine.
pretty will have it. And then Glasses brother turns up. He's all like, hey, no, we're going to school now. And she's like, it's nighttime. He's like, we're going to night school. You've got to adapt to our lifestyle. Because... And then she's like, okay. She gets dressed. They get in the car. They go to school. She's in the same class as creepy purple hair brother and arse hat redhead brother. And they end up, well, yeah, like, for some reason there's no actual class, and they go make some takoyaki with the redheaded brother, which is so weird. And he's like, for some reason, vampires can eat it like normal humans, whatever. So, yeah, and then he ends up like pinning her and like drinking her blood, and she's like, please stop. But
Oh,
he
so
doesn't
something actually
stop.
happens then. Well done.
Yes, yeah, finally.
Yeah, and yeah, he's like, he keeps on saying, oh, I'm going to be your first in everything, and it's like, that sounds like a rapist. But, yeah, and then
We're
Glasses
not
brother
condoning
turns
that,
up.
by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We're not laughing at that. Just to laugh at the fact that he's biting her neck for the first time.
I'm
That's
just
true.
laughing at Oren's narrative. Please carry on.
Yeah.
Glasses brother turns up. He's like, shit, man, you're not meant to be doing this shit at school. Go take her home. And he's like, okay. But he doesn't take her home. He takes her to a swimming pool. And she's like blacked out. She wakes up. She's like, where am I? He's like, oh, you gotta call me the greatest, and you gotta call me the best, and then I'll throw you in the pool. And she's like, shit, I can't swim. I'm drowning. And he's like, I'm just gonna watch you passively. Then suddenly, flashback. He's a little boy, and he's drowning, and that same purple hair woman from episode 1 who was outside the window is all like, yo, 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 I'm not going to get you out of the water. You're going to have to save yourself. She doesn't actually say anything, but that's what I'm guessing what she's saying. And poor little boy dies or drowns. And then he's like, oh, maybe I should get her out of the water. And then he goes in the water, gets her out, but no, he doesn't. He kisses her to give her air instead of bringing her up to the surface like a normal, decent person. And then he starts biting her neck underwater, which is obviously going to make all the air escape her mouth. And how do vampires even have breath? This is why I don't understand. You can't breathe air and stuff. You don't have breath. Whatever. So yeah, he bites her some more, gets her out of the water. She's like, blah, blah. She's like, blood loss. And throws a towel on her head. Apparently, it makes it all cool now. And then the episode ends. What is this? How is this show? I hate this show. Anything like it. Oh, so aggravating.
I'm crying. Oren, are you trying to say that you prefer Brothers Conflict?
Well, yeah, because at least the brother's conflict, there wasn't any suggestive, like, possible rape. There was forced kiss, and I know, it's all terrible. It's all the worst things, and it's like, I'm sick and tired of these things where, like, was it? I was talking to a friend about this today. I was talking about friggin', Oren High School Host Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not super strong. Is she? She even gets in a fight at one point. She gets pushed off a cliff.
Yeah.
No, really,
Boy,
definitely delicate, yeah.
Yeah, but she's not complete wimp. She's not complete. She's like, she tells people to stop and they stop. Or she's like, it's just aggravating to have women so stupid. And then it's like, these guys are complete and utter trash. And it's like, not all guys are like this. Not all girls are like this. Why are these the only two that get together in these kind of animes? It's like the worst. It's just, and then it's like, oh yeah, I know that, but like, I know straight up they threatened her. It's like, oh yeah, you can leave, but we're gonna kill you if you try and leave. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go then. I'm gonna keep on running. I'm not gonna stay here and be your little, like, lapdog thing. It's like,
I
no.
don't know why she didn't try and escape from the school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand why she had picked up a chair and thrown it against the window of the house. I was thinking, because I watched that last night before I went to bed, and all I could think about was, what would I do to escape this place? What could I possibly do?
At least in the
Basically, you would have come up with a lot of different ways to escape, whereas this girl
Yeah.
did not have the brain capacity.
Or I would die trying, because who the hell wants to stay there with some insane vampires who just want to sexually harass you? It's like, you know what they're gonna do. You know what their end game is. They're gonna kill you probably and turn you into a vampire. And so I don't want to be a vampire because that sucks. And what is it? Or they're gonna like do stuff to you against your will. Or you're gonna become like crazy broken Stockholm syndrome. That's gonna be the shittest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
know-
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, it's like, because that's like the most ultimate bullshit. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm not even gonna fight back. It's like, oh, it's so aggravating. When are they gonna have a main character girl in another horror, like freaking Haruhi from Oran High School? Because I don't care if you can't fight. I just want you to at least be able to like
Have
say
a
no.
spine?
Yeah, not be like, yeah, no, I'm okay with this. Or like, even though they're saying stop, it's like, knee him in the balls. What are the, if anybody, please, people out there, if anybody's trying to do anything, if it's a girl, punch them in the boob. If it's a guy, knee them in the balls and run away, because it's like, it's so annoying.
There is
Well,
a positive.
terrible,
there is
but
a
it's like-
positive to this, Oren. It's made you think of these things, you know?
Yeah, it's like, what would I do
Yeah,
if
what
I
would
was
you do in this situation?
I need to make you play the game.
Oh no, I don't want to
There's a game! Oh,
It's
please.
based off a visual novel and it's 10
Yeah.
times worse.
Oh,
I
God.
thought it was,
No, there's more, there's swimming pools?
No, there's a snooker table,
Oh my God!
there's a torture chamber, there's an Iron Maiden. I read the synopsis and I was sitting here going, dear Lord, why would anyone want to play this?
It's like
It's
a romantic
so
corpse party.
Pretty much. Except for in the end you can either be murdered or be the one that murders everyone else.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
sweet, I
God.
would have,
It's like, yay!
Hunt or be hunted, one or the other.
that's what I mean, it's like straight up no doing anything to try and escape. It's like, pick up a fork, jam it in their eye, they're a vampire, they're not gonna die, obviously, from that. Do something. Torch the house. I don't know, why are you not doing anything? Oh.
Excuse me.
Maybe they are pretty overpowering. They are vampires. I guess they're
Or
strong.
kill yourself. Because obviously, look, if you can't do anything else, then you can't escape. I don't condone people killing themselves, but I prefer if she would, because it's like, I don't want to go through this stuff again with another anime, with women being completely used. Do something. I don't even, have to kill you. That's final result, like, final thing left to do. But I mean, at least try and escape. Because at least, because I know they said that they said they would kill her if she tried to escape. But at least she's doing something to try and get out of there. To try and not be a victim. And it's like, no, I'm just gonna stay here, be a victim. Whatever. I'll just say no and stop. And maybe somehow they'll fall in love with me and then be like, oh man, I was such a dick before. It's like, oh. It's such a chance because they're vampires and they're pieces of shit. So
To summarise,
I am absolutely scared of the purple-haired one, though.
No,
Yeah.
the purple haired one's creepy. So, in case you didn't like too long, didn't read, Oren doesn't like it. We
And
respect
that's the
that.
best synopsis.
do you guys like it?
I didn't mind it actually. I thought it was quite good.
I found it hilarious because I thought it was a comedy.
do you know what I liked? The end theme was really creepy. The end of
The
Yeah,
opening
but that's
was
not the anime. That's just the ending and opening.
Not
You telling me you were okay with this female being like...
Oh, no,
really,
I
like-
wasn't. It was just more, it's a bit different from what we've seen. I know, I'm not agreeing with that, believe me. The swimming pool thing is a bit, I'm not too keen on that. Though, I do want to watch more. I know that sounds terrible, but I just want to see what happens. Like, that purple haired woman interested me, because you see her briefly in the intro of the second episode. And the guy beside her as well. So I want to see what her connection is. The girl, I have to say, her eyes were amazing.
She's got M eyes. She's literally got M's in her eyes.
I thought they were bats, but M's, yeah, they're the same, but they're beautiful. Whoa, I can't stop staring.
Too bad she hasn't got any brains.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, because Aaron, you were saying about her and brother's conflict. The girl, she was a bit of a, she kind of just let them abuse, well, not abuse her, but let them take advantage of her. Whereas in this one, I thought at least she put up a bit of a fight. She did kind of run away a bit, and she did.
For the first 5 seconds.
Yeah.
No.
I've not seen the second episode, so I can't really say much. I mean, I am going to watch the second one because I'm intrigued, purely because I'm a big fan of vampires, and I'd want to know more about the story. I'm not too bothered about this whole, they're like using her as a sex toy. I'm more interested in that, so I might investigate a little bit more, maybe see second, third episode and see if it goes anywhere. If it's not going anywhere, I'm not going to bother. Whereas Brothers Conflict, I was really interested in getting to know each character. So I don't know where they're going with this one. It just looks like it's just really, really pretty animation and you know, I think more maybe etchy.
There is a backstory, even though it's a stupid one.
Oh god. Alright. I'd like to know why. I mean, obviously she's adopted. Perhaps she's got some sort of weird relation to the purple-haired woman. I don't know. I'm just getting the impression that the cross she had, it looked similar to the jewelry that was on the table in the room. So I'm thinking there is some sort of connection, but we don't know yet.
I'd say the only pro thing about it was that it was only 14 minutes long.
Yeah, it was really short, actually. Yeah.
Like, because I watched the only chose 2 episodes, because I was like, man, this is like watching 1 episode or something.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I watched both of them. And also I was like half asleep. That's the only reason I would allow myself to watch the second one.
Aww. but at least you can agree that the gradient of the hair was really nice. They all had like, almost like faded out.
Yeah, I like gradation hair stuff, but it's like, it's a shame that all these people are terrible who have the hair. It's like, I just wish you guys were dead. Deader.
Ooh, that's
Deader.
harsh.
Both dead, aka dust. Ugh. Gross.
Yeah. So moving on to the next anime. Cyclops Shoujo Saipu. I have to say, it's 2 minutes long. I loved it. It's literally straightforward. Fuka hits her second year of middle school. Puberty kicks in. She's literally little young kid, flat boobs, and she's got a little bit of a crush on her brother. And when it comes to the middle school, she suddenly becomes really tall, has huge boobs, grows her hair, and the reason why it's called Cyclops, because she grows her hair, which covers half the side of her face, so it just looks like she has one eye, and everyone calls her Saipu in affection because of Cyclops, Saipu, you know, something like that. And she's still obsessed with her brother, and her brother's proper creeped out because now that she's really womanly, and she's just freaking him out, man. You know, I want you to be the first. And he's like, what are you talking about? Go away. Oh, I want you to be the first to eat my cake. Okay. No sexual innuendos there. La, 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 la. And she has a cake, but of course it's like awkward. And, it's actually based on a 4-coma style manga, which is literally the story of her life. I'm assuming it's not very long, hence the cartoon's only 2 minutes long. I've only seen the first, I think, 3 episodes, but there's loads. Harriet, you've seen most of them, right?
I've seen all 12. That's out at the moment. I don't know if there's any more that's going to be released, but the manga is still going, from what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first one, you could watch it as its own. There are only like 3 skits or 4 skits per episode, because they're slightly interrupted by an indent. That'll be warned. Some of the indent photos are a bit, even I was like, oh, they showed a photo of that? Like, the girl, I don't know how old she is, 2nd year of middle school, so she's like 13, 14, is that? Like, in the bikini. So I was like thinking, like, oh my god, did they, show that? But the episodes were okay. Yeah, the lolicon in it is just through the roof, to be honest. Even
Yeah.
between, the siblings, even, like, not two of the girls, but, two of her friends, they joke about it, but you can tell that one of the friends is obsessed with, the main girl. Especially, hence the, you know, the kind of, but, yeah, she even makes a dress up as a teacher at one episode. Oh, what was the one I saw that I thought, oh, they went there? I cannot think of it now, but yeah, it was a bit of an eye-opener for me, her Cyclops. But, I didn't mind it. I probably won't read the rest of the manga, and if there's any more animes coming out, I doubt I'm gonna watch it either, so.
Alex?
I thought it was okay, but it did kind of freak me out a little bit too much on the ridiculous implying. I was kind of sitting there going, please no, please no. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, no, they're doing it again. Oh, no. I was just waiting for them to just only not do a joke and just go, yeah, we're just going to go there. And I was like, please don't. I feel really bad. I feel like a creep watching this woman.
In Japan, they're really into their sibling relationships, aren't they?
They're incest.
Yeah, the incest. That was the word. Yeah.
I don't understand. It's like, it's okay for you to marry your first cousin or something?
Yeah.
In Japan, that's super gross. So, yeah, once again, I did not particularly like this. No, I know it's like, there's obviously, it's in a lot of, gross. Yeah. I just can't get behind that kind of stuff, because I have a brother myself, and then to actually think that it's like, blah, I want to throw up.
Yeah, I'm vomiting in my mouth, yeah.
Yeah, like, some people can detach themselves, like, from that, because I've, like, known girls who, like brother on brother and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, you have a brother yourself. I find that really bizarre. I know some people have their kinks, but it usually doesn't relate back to the incest side. It's strange. Yeah, no, it was funny, some of it, but then some of it's like, you're also like a middle school girl. I don't need to. No, please
No,
stop.
it was really funny. One bit I loved when the boy was like, oh shoot, I've left my schoolwork at home. It's so annoying. And she just turns and goes, yeah, I know how you feel. Like today I totally forgot to wear a bra. And he's just staring at her boobs and he's like, you're not wearing a bra? And the nipples.
And they did the classic, you know.
Yeah, you know, 'cause stuff like that happens, especially when you have bazookas like that. You just forget to wear a bra, of course.
And they just bounce up and down on their own.
Naturally, of course. No, the top held it in place. That's why he was like, you're not wearing a bra? Awkward. Nosebleed, I believe.
There was a lot of nosebleeds in this, yes.
Yeah, that should be the genre, nosebleed. So we'll go to the last anime, which was Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Kaku Outbreak. The story is set in Hinamizawa village, which is previous to the other stories. It's been sealed off due to a mysterious virus in 1983, and for some reason they're all wearing really, really odd RPG clothes. I just thought I'd add that in. And they're literally on an adventure, a little bunch of kids kicking ass, you know, literally picking up baseball bats and axes and just slaughtering people. It was one of the most brutal animes I've seen. There's just so much blood and so many kids. Ridiculous.
Pretty much,
yeah, so Harriet, you were looking forward to this one.
Yes, because I've seen first series, the second season. I haven't watched all the OVAs, but this one I quite like. It is somewhat confusing if you haven't seen the first season. Yeah, it's because they talk a lot about Oshiro-sama and the curse and whatnot. What it is, every year there is a festival called the Cotton Festival. And what happens is someone dies and someone mysteriously disappears. And there are 5 sagas in Higurashi. It's based off a game, actually, by the way. That's why they kind of look all, kind of all weird, because their clothing's just, I think it was made in the 90s. That's what I'll go with. And plus, it is based in the 80s as well. There are 5 sagas. And what it is, Oshiro-sama's curse, I'm gonna make spoilers now. It's basically a disease that just makes you go mad. It makes you go stir crazy. and this is what it is. It's a disease, but people think it's a demon who is gonna kill everyone if you don't believe him. And Kaiichi and Rena, they moved out of the village, but they came back in. That's why they were interrogated. That's why they were attacked, because they thought, oh, the outsiders have done this, we have to kill them. That's why they were all hell-bent on vengeance. It's actually quite interesting, because Kaiichi's parents we never saw in the original anime. And we didn't actually see them properly in this one either. There was a couple of characters, actually there was one character missing. You know the green-haired girl, Mion? She was
hurt straight away in the beginning.
Yeah, she has a twin called Shion. And they both have each of them have a storyline in the series. So Kaiichi's first, Rena's last, the twins are in between, I forgot the girl's name. Oh, the blonde-haired girl. 'Cause you might have noticed the bat. The reason why it has that name on it, that's her brother.
Oh, right, okay.
Satoshi. And, what it was is that I think he died, I can't remember, and Kaiichi promised to look after the girl. I can't believe I can't remember her name. And basically, the girl you saw in blue, the blue-haired girl, she is the reincarnation of Oshiro-sama. I vaguely forget what happens, but in the storyline, everything happens over and over again. It's a time lapse, and she was sent there so that Kaiichi could stop this. But something happens that everything just goes over and over again, so she always dies. But what we see from this, in Outbreak, it's the continuation of what happened after everything had happened. And the girl you saw with her name was Hanyu, and she is like a demon. She may look cute, but she is pretty evil at times. And I think that's basically it. I mean, it is a brutal anime. I have to admit, there were scenes in the original series I was like, whoa, did that really just happen? Especially between Neon and the blonde-haired girl. It is a horrible torture scene, I think, towards the end of the series. And you have to have a strong stomach to watch this. I mean, Corpse Party is bad, but this is bad as well. But funny enough, when I watched it, I was like, the hacking session is like, oh, just like old times.
It's weird because obviously I've not watched any of the previous series, so I felt a real detachment to all the characters, and I was just a bit like the first girl who just started kicking ass, the one with the little white hat.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the hell? And then the boy is just like really hesitant with his baseball bat, and I'm like, douche. Why are you getting her to do all the hard work? But then again, I was getting annoyed at her as well. I was like, oh, I just hate you. You're just so annoying as a person. I was just like, I hope you all die. Just hurry up and die. All of you. And that little annoying whiny kid who's just crying all the time. It's like, shut up. Just shut up. Just fight. Do something useful or die. Seriously.
She has a really sad storyline, especially, in the manga. Be warned, the manga is actually much worse than the anime. It seriously is more disturbing. I have them all. And even like one of the back episodes involves one of the twins and Kaiichi. Oh my days, that still freaks me out to this day. She's just slowly creeping up, like, Kaiichi, you know, freaking her out. Her storyline is sad. Each of them will have a background. Rena is ruthless in the anime, in the original 2 series. Proper ruthless. The other characters, they all have their bad sides, but story, they focus on each of the characters. First season is the questions. So you'll be like, what the hell just happened? But then it's all answered in season 2, which is the answer section. And there's more characters in that as well. Ironically enough, Higurashi is the most I've cosplayed from. I've actually cosplayed as 5 of the characters from it, I believe. But that's
most of the main cast.
The blonde-haired girl, the twins, who else? Oh, I can't remember. I think the doctor at some point as well. The one that you saw with the yellow tie who, just
went a bit mental.
But it's a really good series. You can get it now. How I watched it on YouTube. When it was on, all in dub, perfect, but they don't do it anymore, so they do it in English dub for the first season, but the second season is all sub. They haven't done it yet in English. That I don't think. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. What about you guys?
Alex?
Creepy. I remember watching part of the first series and wondering what the bloody hell was going on. Because it was just the girl with the little white hat just going mental every 5 minutes. And I was kind of sitting there going, what? What is this? She's just creepy as hell. And then seeing her in this, I was like, yeah, now I remember. She's just mental. She'll just run up and murder anyone if they get in her way. But yeah, I enjoyed it a bit, but I kind of got to the end and I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, is that it? I literally thought that at the end.
Yeah, I got to the end and I was like, oh. I was really hoping everyone died.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Die, all of
They
these.
kind of do in the anime. So if you're upset about that, they do kind of in the anime in their own way.
Yeah, so that is that. If we move on to games. So guys, what have we played? I'll go first then. I played the new Soul Hackers from the Devil series by Atlas, and we were actually talking about that last week, about Atlas being bought out by Sega and whether it was a good idea or not. And this game was actually a remake. It came out in the 90s, and you can definitely see it's dated because they haven't, literally just pimped it up and just sold it to you. They've literally kept the old graphics, maybe improved the animation a little bit, and then added new monsters and stuff. And it was nice. I really am loving it. It's weird because I don't often play these first-person RPGs, where you can't see, it's just seeing and others. It's kind of annoying in the one respect where I hate in every single JRPG, you walk 2 steps and then there's a monster. Walk 2 steps and there's another monster. And in this game, it's really important that you talk to the monsters, friend them, and you use them, and fuse them and make them higher, and because you're a summoner, and it's brilliant. It's typical Devil series. It's all about the occult and technology. So you're a summoner and you use special powers in your computer. It's hilarious. And of course your best friend gets possessed by a hot demon. And you're just running around converting demons to your side, and you're part of a hacking squad called the Spookies. And the best thing about it, even though the graphics suck in my opinion, pig ugly, it's all about talking to your friends. I mean, as much as there's no animation, which did disappoint me, so any CGI in there is pretty bland and feels a bit cold and fake. But when you speak to your fellow friends of the team and random ghosts and stuff, the script's hilarious. It's just well worth it. If you're into your light novels and stuff, you just love the interaction. If you've got no patience whatsoever with fighting every 2 seconds, then this is probably not the game for you. So that has been my game that I've been playing for ages. And any new ones from you guys? Alex, you've been playing any light novels recently?
Yeah, I've got 2 visual novels which I got recently since they've been translated. One is obviously your cheesy romance one, Starry Sky, which I think was an anime quite a few years back. Which I kind of looked up for a laugh. Starry Sky is just you play as a girl who has no face, conveniently. You can choose her name, and you're in a school which is about studying the stars, and you meet your 3 childhood friends.
Sorry, are you the girl, did you say?
You play as the girl, yeah.
Okay,
but
cool.
you don't see her face, and she doesn't turn up anyway because you're seeing it as her point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, the 3 guys have got their own star signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Capricorn. And being a Capricorn myself, I stayed as far away from Capricorn guy because he irritated me. Because I was like, yeah, that's just me as a guy and being really annoying. And he's French, which doesn't help either. But yeah, that one's one of the ones I had a lot of fun with. I'm still playing for it, and all of them keep vying for her because she's the only girl mysteriously in an entire school full of guys. Haha, that's convenient.
Surprise, surprise!
Yeah, that's the one I've been playing through. The other one is Shikuku no Shanoff. It's a horror kind of mystery game. You play as a girl, I believe her name's Mary. If I'm wrong, I'm going to get crucified. But yeah, you play in old style England, kind of like Sherlock Holmes era. Sherlock Holmes is actually in it.
Oh, nice.
But called Herlock Sholmes because of certain reasons.
What?
Oh, copyright, of course.
Yeah. You bump into him in the game, and he's actually a main-ish character. But yeah, this is a slightly different England, so any technology we have now is kind of like a steampunky version.
Okay.
So they have phones, they have kind of trains and transport and cars, but it's, as I said, it's like Jack the Ripper, Sherlock Holmes, people running around, and you just got to work out what's going on in the city. So there's a tale that people are getting murdered by these mysterious creatures at night, and so far I bumped into one of them and had to run through the world's worst mini-game to try and stay alive, which takes forever, because all you can do is run and have to find things hidden on the map. But other than that, it's actually quite fun. The characters are interesting, but as I said, the mini-game is just mindlessly irritating, because if you mess it up, you have to start right from the start all over again, and you've got only limited amount of spaces you can walk. And so I just ended up just spamming the buttons over and over again, trying to get her to run across the map as fast as possible. And yeah, I recommend both of them. But yeah, not really anything if you've got no patience.
Actually, you just reminded me, I actually played another light novel myself. It's called If My Heart Had Wings. Have you heard of this one?
I think I've heard of it, but I haven't actually seen it.
Okay, this one's gorgeous. It's actually published by our friends at Rice Digital. And basically, I didn't feel like I was actually playing a visual novel from the past ones I've tried, like Katawa Shoujo and the other ones. This one actually moved. It was actually like I was watching an anime. That's how pretty it was. It was like proper, really like, oh, sunshine. And obviously, because it's to do with wings, there's like, what do you call it, windmills everywhere. And you can hear them, the noise. So it's really relaxing. And, you had like semi-animation. So when like the girls would be talking, they'd actually talk in Japanese, whilst you're reading it in English. So that was quite nice. And, you actually got glimpses of seeing the actual hero who you play, and he actually has a face, which is nice, and he actually seems quite forward for a hero, because you know heroes are quite impartial and they do nothing unless you tell them to do it. So you straight away meet your guy, and he comes across a girl in a wheelchair, and she's got a flat tire, and he helps fix the tire. Just randomly, he just picks her up, puts her on the floor, and she's like, oh my god, blush, blush, blush. And he fixes it somehow. And he just literally transports her back to her house, and that's as far as I've got so far, because there's, of course, like novels, so much reading involved. But I have to say, I really did enjoy playing it so far. The menus are so easy to use. You actually know which button to press to save, and you've also got quick save, so even if you can't be asked to go through all the text, you can just turn it off. It's fine. And I really, really recommend this. It's so cute. I don't know what else is going to happen. Oh, let's talk. There's no duck. There's a duck that follows the girl around called Hat. And he wears a hat, ironically. Yes. So he's walking around. He quacks in the game loads. Oh, you can just see. I'll love any game with an animal in it. So I recommend it. Beautiful and pretty cheap too. You can just get it straight from Rice Digital, and yeah, no problems with loading it or doing anything. Yeah, what about you guys, Oren?
I got Brutal Legend. I got like a Humble Bundle, number 9. So that came with a load of games. And I've been playing a lot of, Brutal Legend, which is a game which has Jack Black. And
nice!
He's this guy who is a roadie to this, band. And he ends up getting, smushed, when the stage falls on him, and some blood goes into his, belt, which is actually like some demonic device. And he ends up getting transported to this rock inspired, like heavy metal inspired land.
Do you know what? I think I've seen like a promo for this years ago.
It's an old game, but yeah, no, it's pretty funny, and I really like there's a lot of like 80s and 90s rock in it. It's really cool. And yeah, Jack Black's voice, like the voice acting is really done really well, and I really like all the characters. I like a lot of stuff by Double Fine, so you guys should check it out. I think the bundle might be over now. Humble Bundle, you guys should check out Humble Bundles. They're very good, and they have a nice wide range of games, and they give like money to charity and whatnot.
Oh, what is this, Steam or?
It's just called the Humble Bundle.
Oh, okay, just on the website.
Yeah, but you can download the games or you can get Steam codes, so you can do it either that way or yeah, which is cool. What else have I played? I played Dota, of course. I'm just trying to think. I played some Guild Wars. I like Guild Wars. I played some Castle Crashers yesterday because we keep on playing it and stopping and playing and stopping. But because there's one bit stuck on at the moment, which is like it's like spaceship level. It's hard. You have to like basically get off a spaceship in a minute, and do you know when there's gas coming up out of floors in games, and if you hit it, it stuns you? It's like that bit. You have to get the timing down perfect, and if one of you don't make it, you can't, like, basically, your screen is stuck where, if there's one character one edge of the screen and you're running to try and move ahead, until that character actually moves, you can't move ahead. So, that's what kept on, like, I got to the end, and I was like, I could see the end, like, the end, like, escape pod or whatever to get out of, but the person I was playing with kept on getting caught in the steam, and, yeah, just gave up.
Need to find someone who can run faster.
Yeah, no, it's just the timing of that. I might just do that bit by myself, and then we will play again on my characters, on my story play through. But yeah, yeah, mostly just Dota. Brutal.
Cool. Harriet, what about you?
I haven't been playing anything thanks to college. I'm wishing I was playing GTA 5. It was quite horrible reading all the statuses last week. Like, oh, I'm playing GTA 5, and I'm like, I'm just doing homework. It's like, oh.
No, you'd be really distracted if you had it, I'm sure.
I'm sure, yeah. I don't even have a copy of the game yet, sadly.
That's better that way.
Oh, yes, I'm gonna...
Wait
Join
till,
me on Saints. Join me on Saints Row.
No, you guys should wait and then get like a, cheaper copy or pre-owned copy and then do the online thing together.
That's it. My course finishes in October, so I'll be free after
Sorted.
end of October, yeah. Though GTA sold, I'm not surprised, it sold over 1 billion in 3 days.
Nice.
Well, that's their budget on what
Well,
they spent on that.
A lot of people have said that GTA 4 wasn't that much of a good game, so they really improved upon it in GTA 5, especially after Saints Row came out, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Then Saints Row 2 came out, and then that wasn't that good. So they have to top themselves, and I think they may have. To be honest, I have hardly anyone on my Facebook that talks about it. If anything, everyone's still going on about Final Fantasy or about Pokemon.
Yeah.
Y and Z about to come out.
I think my money will be invested on that more than GTA. Sorry to say, but I will get GTA 5 eventually.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
I'm not going to miss on the hype this time. I'm getting Pokemon.
Yes.
Screw you, Animal Crossing. I know no one plays you anymore.
Oh,
I saved money on you.
I
yeah.
actually switched that on for the first time in a month.
Did you have weeds?
No, yeah, I had loads of weeds, and my hair was messed up. I lost my ponytail. I had no idea.
Oh, you got ravaged.
I don't know what the hell happened. My hair was all over the place, and everyone was like, "Oh, why'd you disappear?" And I'm thinking, holiday? But yeah, Pokemon, not too long now, only a couple of weeks.
Sweet. Can't wait. And talking of releases and whatnots, we have Eurogamer coming this weekend. And, yes, we will be there.
Whee!
Woo!
I cannot wait!
So, yeah, we've got lots to cover. We've already been sent our maps and, yeah, what was it? The first floor is totally dedicated to over 18s, right?
Under.
Oh, and under.
Yeah, they've opened up the first floor for the first time. Because in the middle of Earl's Court, it will be dominated by, I don't know if they're going to have any playable games, but PS4 and Xbox One.
Yes.
And all around.
Else.
So it's in the triangle, obviously. So, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it or not, but, I know upstairs is an over 18. So you have to go up by, I think it's better because last time it was quite large, like the gap to get into the over 18s and the security
Oh, it
guards,
was
I think.
ridiculous.
I think
Yeah,
the
it kind of
security-
obstructed the rest of us trying to get to other places.
And the security, I think, had a hard time because I did see, you'd see like the odd one sneak in. So, and because it's
But
beside
they
the
always
escalator-
stop me.
Oh, they didn't stop me now. Actually, that's probably the first time no one's ever stopped me to look at my ID. Thank goodness for that. But, I know Oculus Rift is at the front. And I want to have a go on the Oculus Rift. If no one knows what it is, it's basically, like goggles that you put on, but you're actually in the game. So everything
nice.
you see is in the game. Obviously you still use the mouse and the keyboard and whatnot, but you can move about, and from what I've seen a few YouTubers use it, and it looks really, really good. And I think they're going to use Surgeon Simulator on it at the Eurogamer. That'd be amazing. But yes, we shall all be there on Friday. But probably, I don't know when this will go out, if it's on Saturday, so...
Well,
I
I
don't
was
know.
there.
Are you not going?
Oh no, I found out my hours got switched at college, so I'm working. I have a full day at college,
Oh, no.
so yeah.
We'll be
I
one
only-
down.
I had lessons at first I had only lessons in the morning, but they've changed it all around now. So it's like, oh no, you're in the whole day. And I'm like, okay, thanks. You buttholes, good job. But you guys have fun and take loads of
Okay.
pictures.
Oh yeah, we'll be taking pictures and we'll be doing loads of filming, so
Yeah.
anyone knows who we are, come say hello.
Yeah, come say hi.
Right.
Hi.
So we've also got little bits and bobs of news for upcoming conventions. Harriet, you had something to say?
I do have a few bits of news. KitaCon, I forgot to mention this last week. I'm very sorry I didn't. So if you missed that now, I apologise. But KitaCon tickets went on sale last Friday, and they sold out within 48 hours.
Wasn't there a problem with KitaCon? Did they not, change the date or something?
It was to do with the hotels, but
Oh, right.
I think it's been resolved now. What it was, obviously you get a discount with the hotels. So, double rooms are 85 and singles are 75, compared to what they usually are. But something happened that, all the rooms got booked, and then they went back to the original settings of like £160, £150.
Hell no.
I know, I was very lucky that as soon as, I got my ticket straight away at 8 o'clock, and I didn't realise the registration for the hotels had opened, so I was 40 minutes late, but luckily, touch wood, I got a room. But I know a few friends of mine didn't, but some did, some didn't in the end because they opened up more rooms. I think KitaCon is still going to try and negotiate more rooms, but there are hotels nearby, and there are deluxe rooms as well. So, don't panic. The VIP sold within 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yes. So, it's the first time it's happened before in the con. The VIP basically is, you get access to the guests first, you get photos with them, you get front row seats for all the events like the masquerade, opening, closing ceremony, Kita's Got Talent, etc., etc. You get an hour or half an hour in the dealer's room before everyone else. On Saturday, you get a special badge in the lanyard, you get a bag with extra goodies, and I think that is it. There could be a couple of other bits, but those are the ones I remember. And they were £85. Now,
Is that for the whole weekend?
that's for the whole weekend. The normal ticket is usually 48.
Oh, okay, right.
That's the standard, and that's the one I went for because sadly, 85 is a bit too much for me personally, but for whoever wanted the VIP, well done to them. Congrats that they got that because I can't believe how quickly they sold out. They just went boom. Like, whoa. More con news. Sadly, this is one that was announced not long after Kita had opened, but Amicon. This is the one that coincided with the now retired Iacon.
Mm-hmm.
And it, was every other year. So Ami was supposed to run next year.
Oh, it's postponed.
It's been postponed now to
That's what I heard.
2014.
I got confused with KitaCon.
Oh,
Okay.
that was it.
So, but it doesn't
Yes.
mean it's cancelled. It just means they haven't decided. Yeah.
Oh, no, it has been postponed now to 2014.
Oh.
I know, it's sad.
It's fine, Harriet. You can save more money for the other cons.
Well, this is it. I mean, I know GemuCon is running not too long at the same time. I know Buck will probably run in at the same time. But I know, myself included, we were just like, oh god, what do we do? What do we do? We're gonna do something next summer.
No, you kind of just have that empty space of, I should be doing something now.
This is it. I think one of my friends quoted that you just saved 300 quid so you can put that towards a holiday.
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly.
So that's what I might do. That or maybe Japan Expo. I don't
300
know.
quid? What?
Yeah, because if you think about it, travel, the room, registration, food, drink, stuff that you buy there, it could be even more than that.
Sod that. Let's go Japan Expo. Yeah, you're a star.
I don't know when it is yet, but I know people are starting a few plans, getting groups together, which would be better. Because you couldn't go your own. If you went with a group of people, it'd be fun, and then you could do other stuff in between.
Yeah, that's the whole
Disneyland.
point. Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm sad about that, but obviously they have their reasons, so I just look forward to seeing them in 2014. And Expo news. This is fresh off the press from the MCM Buzz podcast that was on Tuesday night. I'm just going to mention the anime guests because there are others, but this isn't the final list. There are more to come. Now, actually you might be happy with one, but we'll leave that for a minute because I think even Granny said there'll be a few people who will like certain guests, and I'm just thinking, I hope. So,
I have a feeling I know who you're going to say.
I know who you're going to say. It just makes sense.
Right, okay. Voice actors, we have Richard Epcar. He voiced Myotismon in Digimon, I believe.
Oh.
Was it Myotismon? I forget. But he's done loads of voice actors work. I don't have any to hand, sadly. Who else? There's a voice actor from Assassin's Creed. Yuri Lowenthal.
Oh yeah, he's done it before.
He's been there 3 times. This will be his 3rd time, and Tara Platt this will be her 2nd time. Who else have I got? Baba-san's coming back.
Oh, nice! Tales of People.
Yes. So I'm hoping to meet him because I didn't realise he was there until.
No, that was all a bit of a surprise that he was going to hang around and actually chat to people and do signings.
Even he found a surprise. I think the biggest news was that the Wit Studio, like the people who make a certain anime series, are coming to Expo, Attack on Titans.
Oh, everyone's going to get mental for that.
My Facebook imploded when that was announced.
Cue the cosplay.
I had people just going, okay, just token status on Attack the Titan.
Attack on Expo.
Studio coming to MCM, and I was like, lol.
That is...
Everyone, even if they don't like it, they're just going to accept the fact it's going to be a big thing for MCM.
Oh gosh, that's going to be, I mean, if you can get, I don't know what the system is this year for voice actors, because I think last year you had to get tickets, so I don't know. I know they're going to be doing a panel, and they are going to sign stuff. But
woo! But are they going to charge money? That's the question.
That I don't know yet, sadly.
Boo! We pay loads. Don't charge us, please.
I have the names here, but I'm not gonna. I've got George Wada, Ryotaro Mikahara, Katsuhiko Katada, and Tetsuya Nakatake. Those are the 4 who'll be there. That was brilliant how I pronounced that very well. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that. Ellen Stern, another voice actress. I don't know her work, sadly. And 2 more voice actors. This is to coincide with the new Batman Origins, not Asylum game. Roger Craig Smith, who is the new voice of Batman, and Troy Baker, who's the new voice of Joker. And you can imagine me screaming up and down when I heard that news.
Hey.
I just think I'm just so excited. Oh, can
I know. Last time I met him, he had awesome spiky hair. Now he's like grown it long. I'm like shocked, and he's shaved off his moustache. I'm not going to recognise him when I see him this time around. I'm going to be like, holy cow, you've changed your image.
I'm kind of like switched around my cosplays now a bit because it was, I'm going to do an Elizabeth cosplay because obviously he was Booker in Bioshock Infinite, but I'm not going to have time. So I am going to re-cosplay Sister Esther from Trinity Blood.
Yeah, cool.
Because that's how I
He was a voice actor in that, yeah.
He was the main character, Abel. Obviously that would be cue a lot of people dressed as Elizabeth, or even The Last of Us.
Yeah,
he was
you
amazing
could
in that
pretty
as
much
well.
get away with dressing up as anyone
Yeah.
to be in that game.
Have you heard his Joker yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh my
Yes.
god,
It's actually really good.
Really good. You think it was Mark Hamill again?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they replaced poor Mark Hamill.
I think he retired. I think he
Oh,
retired
right.
because his
last
last bit was that he did they filmed it. It is on YouTube or on vinyl, one of these things. He filmed like a little clip with Tara Strong, who was Harley Quinn in one of the series, and she was like, "Oh, I love you, Mr. J," and then he kind of responded, and so that was quite sad. But obviously, Arkham Origins is a prequel. So Joker in this is obviously much younger, so they needed a fresh voice for Joker. I just couldn't believe it when I heard it. I thought, my god, man, you've got some talent. Perfect. So,
Sweet.
yes,
Are we done for news then?
I think we're done for con news.
Right, guys. We're going to move on to our favourite section, questions. So we got loads of questions in this week again, and to kick it off, first one is, with the apparent popularity of VIP passes at KittyCon, do you think other cons will follow suit? And if so, what would be the pros and cons of this? And this is from David Jackson.
I think it depends. With KittyCon, that's not now long to go. I think because a lot of people go to each other's cons, like the organisers, go to each other. If this works well, I think it will continue. They'll probably have different ideas to it. They might take away some, give something else instead. I did actually talk about this. This might be a bit controversial, but the pros and cons. The pros, obviously, front row seats, brilliant. You get to see everything. The cons, there might be a few people who'll be like, oh, well, they can afford to sit in the front row and I can't see anything, kind of thing. That kind of thing, and I don't want it to cause like snobbishness,
Segregation.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of afraid of. I mean, it is a good idea, but you kind of think, well, I don't want it to lead to fallouts or anything like that. But we'll have to wait and see. If it works at KittyCon, then yeah, I think it will follow suit with. I'm trying to think. Maybe not GemuCon, but maybe the next AmiCon, maybe. But if not, I think Kita are going to continue it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I can't think personally what would, be worth having VIP tickets for. I guess perhaps Eurogamer would be good, because if you had VIP ticket, that means you'd maybe be let in earlier, or you'd get to the front of the queue or something.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of it for. Be useful, like, Alton Towers.
Get to the developers sessions easier, because they usually run out
Oh,
really
do
quickly.
you know what? That would be really good. If you get a VIP ticket, that would straight away, maybe not all the panels and developer sessions, but maybe you could pick maybe 2 or something.
Yeah. They do that at LFCC. You can get a gold pass, and then you can see, you actually have a priority.
I wouldn't have expected that, because I thought LFCC is so small.
No, the amount of people who get the gold tickets is quite high, actually. I think there are different ones. There's like the gold, where you can get so many autographs, and then
Paid for, right?
yeah, they're paid for, obviously, with the ticket. I think the gold ticket's
Nice.
£120.
Whoa!
Yeah, so that's why I
You also get photos as well with them.
Yes, you get
which is
photos
extra.
and autographs. I think that's it. but you have
Oh,
so many.
cow. Sorry.
But I suppose...
Do you get lunch included?
No, I sadly don't. But
What?
I think it's worth it if there are people there, a lot of people there. I mean, usually when I go LFCC, there's only a couple of people who I usually want to meet. So I usually just buy the tickets, the normal tickets online, and then queue up, you know. I don't mind queuing. It's good actually talking to other people in the queue that, kind of calms your nerves down as well, and you could talk about the same interests. You know, oh, I like this person so and so. It's like, oh yeah, me too, and yeah, so that's really good. That's why I like queuing up normally.
Oh yeah, you get 4 autographs and plus 7 random ones for the gold pass.
No, random doesn't. No. That could be anyone. That literally could be a guy off from the bus stop. No, random's not flying with me.
Random with the bus
No,
stop.
you can choose a series for your random. And they give examples like Twilight, Stargate, Star Wars, Harry Potter.
Yeah, but you might get
Like
the
first.
flipping extra from Harry Potter who wasn't even in the frickin' scene.
Game of Thrones is on here, and I know if you did Game of Thrones, like yeah, you get costume designer. Oh,
Oh, exactly. It's like, wow, but oh.
Joss Whedon is his own little one there.
Oh, okay. Oh, random.
But yeah, you get a few things, but yeah, it's still expensive. I wouldn't mind if I actually had loads of guests I wanted, but when there's only 2 I want, there's no point in me spending more money.
I want to go to meet Brian Blessed this time.
Oh.
But I think, the queue will be ridiculously long for that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, everyone's going to want him and Flash Gordon.
Or everyone's going to have him say random
Flash,
requests.
flash.
Which I don't blame, to be honest. Just record, like, this is my new ringtone now. Just say this randomly. But, another thing, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, so.
Oh, what?
I know.
Oh, no. Yes, you're going on holiday.
Yeah, I'm not going to be here next
Lucky
week.
son.
I know, I'm sorry.
Damn it. Ooh!
Oh.
Author of one of my favourite books is going to be there. Hey! Sorry, I'm on the guest list and going, I wonder who nope, and nope.
So someone isn't going, you're not getting the gold ticket then, Alex.
No, it's like the one year,
I wouldn't
one
let
year
her.
I
Fuck
go and none of the guests I want to hear.
No, fair enough.
Except for one Power Ranger.
Oh, the black one, yeah?
Nope, Stevie. Which
Oh,
is
no. The black Power Ranger I'm not being racist. I mean, the colour black.
he's here as well.
well.
Walter Jones.
Anyway, he'll be at MCM.
Ah.
Really?
Yeah, the black Power Ranger. Yep.
I didn't
Zach,
know that.
I think his name was.
Oh my gosh, I have to meet him.
I know, right? I was excited. I was like, it's an original Power Ranger.
Retro for the win.
I love it how Thor's stuntman gets a whole extra guest to himself.
4.
Thor, Thor. I always say it
Or
wrong.
Stuntman is going to be there. Oh, Christ.
So he's his own one. Quite a lot of Stargate ones, so that's me set. Oh, look. And one Ewok.
Aw.
Oh, it's not Warwick then, I take it.
Danny Blackner. He's a Ewok and was also in Labyrinth, but I don't know what as. Probably a troll. Or a goblin.
No, Warwick hasn't been announced for Expo yet either, but
No.
probably will be, but that's not a bad thing. I love Warwick. It's like I said before,
Later, no doubt.
it's like I said before, he's like your best friend you see every time at the Expo, you know?
Oh, bless. Yeah, the one you always see. The one who's always there.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. Yeah, so that's, next question. Okay, this one's from Blackout222. He sent us in 2. The first one is, if you could hang out with any anime, manga, or video game character, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's tough.
Dante.
from Devil May Cry.
Yes, I would sit there, play.
Which one? Blackhead or Whitehead?
Whitehead original, because the new one's a twat. He really is a sod. Hate him. No, the old one, because he's actually would be fun to hang out with. Eat pizza. Just be ridiculously fun.
Cool. Harriet?
Oh, this is tough. Oh, I have so many in mind. I'm not going for Yami-Yugi. Don't worry, I've used that card too many. Oh, that card. Sorry.
Terrible joke.
I know. I didn't realise anyway. I don't know. I think now recently, because I've started watching Trinity Blood again, I'd have to say Abel from it, because he's really kind. He has a broken past, obviously, but it kind of reflects in his character that he does care for people and he is willing to kick ass to protect you as well. Plus, he looks cool as a cruising form as well.
Hey.
And for me, I would definitely have to say it would be Lord Zeta from Mackay Kingdom, one of my favourite Koei games. He's just got so much personality, and he's adamant he's the best freaking demon overlord in the world. No matter all the parallel universes, he's the best. And then he's still got this notion, even when he gets turned into a little book and he can't do jack, and he has to then order obviously the hero, well me, to then make more little minions for him to control. And he's like, no, I'm still badass. You don't do what I say, or I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna paper cut you to death. So I really enjoy hanging out with someone with such a overbearing personality, because I know doors would open for me. Oh, it'll be hilarious. And Oren, what about you?
I want to hang out with that robot from Fooly Fooly.
Hey.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Adorable. And it's all I care about. It's robots. And they don't need to talk, which is always nice, but we could just hang out and go to the shops. And he can fly about for a bit with his wings, and I'd be like, okay, that's cool. And I get to watch him do robot fights. That's all I want. I need someone who I could talk to. It's nice to have some silence sometimes. You know, you're friends with someone when you can have a comfortable silence, I think. I've become friends enough with them to have that. Even if they don't speak.
I've actually just thought of someone else. Professor Layton. Oh my god.
Oh, that would drive me insane, though. I found a puzzle!
Do you know what?
Let's solve it!
Actually, no, that could turn against you, actually. That come back to bite you. It's like, everything is a puzzle. Actually, that could be the worst idea of a friend, really.
Take it back. Take it back now.
Take it back. Snip, snap, take it back. Yeah.
We'll be able to go anywhere by him stopping every 5 minutes going, puzzle!
Shut up!
Puzzle!
Ow!
This is
So,
why I was actually going to reveal a spoiler then. I was like, oops, stop
No
myself in time.
spoilers! I just hate spoilers. Next question. Part 2, Blackout 222's question was, will you guys have any sort of meet up at MCM? Because he wants to come down and say hi. Yes, we will. We haven't obviously decided dates or times. There's quite a bit of time before then, but most definitely I think we'll be there Saturday, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. Now, I mean, I was going there anyway, but I was sold after those guests the other evening. I was like, take my money now. Here you go.
So yeah, obviously look out for our updates on Facebook, Twitter, or obviously our podcast we'll mention, and yeah, definitely come down, say hello.
I mean,
we like to talk to people.
yeah, I mean,
Oren doesn't, but we do. We love it.
I mean, are you cosplaying this time, Aisha?
Yeah? MCM haven't decided.
I mean, obviously, because I'll be cosplaying this time both days. The first day, Saturday, I'll be Esther from Trinity Blood. On Sunday, if I can, I'm trying to find an Assassin's Creed costume.
Oh, cool.
But fancy dress shops, I know, around are not selling it at the moment.
Why don't you just get the hoodie from Insert Coin T?
They don't
Place.
do them
Buy a
anymore.
Knights Templar costume.
They don't do them anymore. They stopped selling them.
Oh man, that was pretty cool.
I have seen a modernized version. The problem is I don't think it'll arrive on time. So I just want something to like kind of walk around in and like join in photos maybe, you know.
Oh, I was going to offer you my one, then I remembered I turned it into Solaire, so it has a big sun on the front.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh crap, can't use that one. Oh well.
But yeah, nearer the time we'll let you know what we're doing. But yeah, me and Aisha will be there. Alex, Oren, you're not going, are you?
No.
Oh.
Can't deal with crowds.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. What is it?
Expo.
MCM.
No, I have like class on Friday, and then I have work on the weekend.
No.
Yeah.
Half of us will be there.
That's nice. Last but not least, we have who was the better anti-hero, Light Yagami or Liluch Lamperogue from Matthew Simon Grosset?
Leouch. Oh, Lulu.
Ooh.
Lulu.
Lulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree. Lelouch.
Well, what's he from?
He's from
Kogi.
Kogi.
Yes.
Kogeas. Okay, cool. And Light is from Death
Death
Note,
Note.
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
the potato chip guy.
Yeah.
Swimming!
Considering I've not seen Code Geass, I'm totally gonna go for Light because I think it's hilarious that he just eats so much and he just doesn't put any weight.
Dramatic
Douche.
writing.
Douche, stop solving world problems and tell me how you lose weight. Seriously.
I have to say,
Yeah.
the parodies that I've seen of that, of the Riot and the Potato, I think, I was saying, Smosh, I only watched it today, funnily enough. They did a parody of Death Note, like one of the characters got, one of the guys, I think it was Ian, he just started writing people's names in it, and then they parodied him writing so many names in, and the potato chip, and, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And ladies, that is the last question of the evening. So that's it from us, and definitely carry on sharing us, liking us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr, everything, at Anime UK Show. And our next week's show will be interesting. We'll be chatting about Eurogamer, what we played, what we stood in queue for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And what free swag. That's always something I like to talk about. All the free swag we can get hold of, and yeah, why you should go basically. So we'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.
The end.
www.wearearcade.com